What if I told you that your body produces a sophisticated biochemical messenger that can influence your partner's mood, sleep cycles, and even their long-term immune health? Hello, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Christine Rodriguez, and welcome back to the Men's Vitality Hub. As a specialist in longevity and male reproductive science, I've seen how most doctors shy away from the truly fascinating and often hidden realities of our biology. Today, we are pulling back the curtain on the biochemical dialogue of intimacy, exploring the startling ways semen affects the female body. We aren't just talking about reproduction, we're talking about a cocktail of over 200 proteins and hormones that act as a systemic software update for your partner's well-being. Stick with me, because toward the end, I'll reveal the immunological handshake that can protect a future pregnancy and the one hidden risk factor that men over 50 often overlook during new relationships. Most men view their ejaculate as a simple delivery system for sperm, but that is a massive biological misunderstanding. Imagine your semen not as a taxi but as a high-tech command center fluid. Only about 5% of that volume is actually sperm. The other 95% is seminal plasma, a dense, nutrient-rich solution specifically engineered by your prostate and seminal vesicles to alter the environment it enters. From an evolutionary standpoint, your body is trying to prime the partner for success. This fluid contains high concentrations of fructose for energy, but more importantly, it carries a heavy load of signaling molecules. We are talking about cortisol to regulate inflammation, melatonin to signal the brain it's time for rest, and even serotonin, the very neurotransmitter targeted by many antidepressant medications. When this biological cocktail is introduced to your partner, it doesn't just sit there. It is absorbed through the mucosal linings and begins a silent dialogue with her bloodstream. Still with me? That shows you're serious about the science of your vitality. Let's look at the emotional lift phenomenon. A landmark study conducted at the State University of New York investigated the mood patterns of nearly 300 women. They discovered a remarkable correlation. Women who were regularly exposed to seminal fluid reported significantly fewer symptoms of depression and higher levels of cognitive performance. The theory: it's the absorption effect. Semen contains a nerve growth factor and oxytocin, often called the bonding hormone. When these are absorbed, they can act like a natural, low-dose mood stabilizer. It's as if nature designed a biochemical reward system to reinforce the bond between partners. This isn't just about feeling good in the moment, it's about a measurable shift in the chemistry of the brain. However, here is the micro cliffhanger. While this natural antidepressant sounds like a miracle, the delivery system matters more than the fluid itself, and doing this incorrectly can lead to silent health crisis. We have to address the immunological handshake. This is perhaps the most profound long-term effect of semen exposure. A woman's immune system is naturally aggressive. It's designed to attack anything foreign. But a baby is half foreign genetic material from the father. To prevent the mother's body from rejecting a pregnancy, her immune system must learn to recognize your specific biological signature. Multiple studies have shown that consistent long-term exposure to a partner's semen acts as a form of immunization. It teaches her T cells that your DNA is safe. In fact, research suggests that women with longer periods of exposure to their partner's semen before conception have a significantly lower risk of preeclampsia, a dangerous high blood pressure condition during pregnancy. You are literally training her body to accept yours, creating a biological truce that allows life to flourish. Still with me? This shows you're dedicated to understanding the deeper why of male health. Now we must pivot to the silent risk factor, the over 50 reality. For many of my patients who are entering the dating pool again after a divorce or a long hiatus, there is a dangerous sense of complacency. "I can't get her pregnant, so I don't need a condom," is a phrase I hear far too often. But remember, semen is an incredibly efficient pathogen highway. Because it is designed to be absorbed, it carries bacteria and viruses like HPV, chlamydia, and even certain strains of hepatitis directly into the partner's system. In men over 50, the prostate can harbor asymptomatic infections that you might not even feel, but you can pass them along in your seminal fluid. This can lead to chronic pelvic pain or even increased cancer risks for your partner. True vitality isn't just about your performance, it's about the safety of the person you're with. Imagine your relationship as a complex ecosystem. Every act of intimacy is a chemical exchange that can either nourish or disrupt that system. When you prioritize your own health, eating a clean diet, staying hydrated, and avoiding toxins, the biochemical cocktail you produce is of a higher quality. You are literally giving your partner a better version of your biological self. The strength of a man is found in the health he shares. This is why I tell my patients that their T levels and prostate health aren't just personal metrics. They are the foundation of their partner's experience as well. By staying informed, you move from guessing to mastering the subtle art of biological connection. If this session has opened your eyes to the sophisticated world of male biology, please hit that like button and join our community here at Men's Vitality Hub. We dive into the science that others are too uncomfortable to discuss because your health deserves the truth. I want to hear from you in the comments. Did you realize that your body was producing such a complex, mood-altering fluid? Drop a comment below. I read every single one to make sure we're hitting the topics that matter most to your life. A man's wisdom is his greatest tool for longevity. Before we finish, I want to leave you with a validation check. This information is meant to empower you, not to be used as a prescription or a reason to forego protection in non-monogamous settings. The benefits of seminal fluid only outweigh the risks in a foundation of absolute trust and clear health screenings. If you're starting something new, get the labs done. It's the ultimate act of masculine responsibility. When you lead with health and honesty, the biological rewards are far greater. I'm Dr. Christine Rodriguez, and I'll see you in the next session to continue reclaiming your vitality and understanding the man you are meant to be.